nice when I come to a country where they treat me so nicely, and everybody's smart, and looks good, and laugh at my jokes. Why would I not be nice? It would cost, if it was an advertisement, thousands of dollars. So I learned that early, really. And everywhere I go when I do my shows, it's in the contract that you have to do 3 interviews to promote it. So I just do interviews like going to the psychiatrist, kind of, you know, when you just talk and you try to say new stuff each time and everything. So it was conscious only because I wanted to get people to come see the movies. And that's the thing a lot of young filmmakers never realize. No matter how good your movie is, you have to find somewhere that's going to distribute it and someone that's going to like it beside you and your mother, and get the word out. So I think learning the business part of it is just as important as learning the art part of it, because both things have to work to get people to see horror commercial. People always say, like Pink Flamingos, how did you make such an uncommercial movie? Well, it played for 10 years in one movie theater. That's pretty commercial, if you ask me. But I used to make the, like Divine, we would go out on the street with flyers and hand them out to people. Go in restaurants, we call it a plate job, where people would be eating and we'd just walk over and give them a flyer, and then so they'd throw us out of the restaurant. And put wild postings, just stick up stuff everywhere. We would do our own ad campaigns, and no one would show it. I would rent a theater or rent a hall and then have a world premiere and give out flyers to all the hippie places and everything, and everybody would come. And then the reviews would come out, which were terrible. I didn't get a good review for 10 years, but I got the right kind of bad reviews. So this is the most disgusting movie I've ever seen, or like something's the matter with you if you like this. Well, we would put that right in the ad. We did get arrested. I never won a court case for Pink Flamingos ever. Because at midnight, it's joyous, you're with your friends, you're on marijuana, it's funny. In a courtroom at 7 a.m. with jury duty, it is obscene. It's all how you watch it, yeah.
So where did you come from? When you were kicked out of NYU and went back to Baltimore, how did it all started? How did you got into making films?
Well, I got thrown out of NYU but it wasn't really NYU's fault. No film school then would allow you to make those kind of movies. Today, you could make a snuff film in film school in America if it was politically correct. So it's changed so much. So it's very different now. I think that you should go to film school and doing it, really, completely learn from doing it.
And from watching films, I suppose. I know you were watching films. You were an avid cinephile. So what were the films you liked?
Yeah, 3 kinds of movies. Art films, like, was in Baltimore shown as a sex film, where they took out the dialogue and just put Monica's Hot Summer. It was originally called Monica. You know, that's what they would do. And then, so I saw the Bergman films, which was the first director that ever showed vomit. He's the puke king, because he showed vomit in every movie. Now all actors want to vomit, or be shown on the toilet, or vomiting. Jean Moreau said that to me. I was on the jury with her in Cannes, and she said, why do they, in every movie when a woman is upset, do they show her vomiting? I never vomited when I found out a man cheated on me. I was hit him or I was pissed, but I didn't vomit. You know, fun with their friends. That's the same thing I did, except you had to carry these. This is never fun. I look back on it with pride and everything, but fun is when I'm off work having a martini on Friday night, not 22-hour days in the rain and in the freezing cold, and then the film doesn't turn out. What else could I do? I couldn't think of any other job I could possibly do, and each time I got an audience, each time, so I learned how to do it, and then Pink Flamingos I got real distribution with that one. I used to distribute them myself, and then I would see the underground movies, like Kuchar and Kenneth Anger and the early Warhol stuff. So I tried to put, excuse me, all those influences together to make exploitation films for art theaters, which there was no such thing, and still maybe isn't. So, but they were, because when people went to see later cult movies, which is a term I would never say in America, because to Hollywood, that just means 3 smart people liked it and it lost every penny. So you never want to use that word when you're trying to raise money. But the movies that came, I always had an audience. I had an audience right from the beginning, and it was a very mixed audience. And so I would get part of the money back. My father lent me the money, and I paid him back with interest. He was so shocked to get the money back. He was hoping I wouldn't for every receipt beforehand, and then I got the profits. Well, we made it work. I did make money doing that, and then I got some little bit of distribution, and eventually I learned how to do that. The distribution part was the hardest, and even harder was, even if it was a hit, how do you get them to pay you? That's the other problem in Hollywood. Really, there was no other way to do it. You know, the people that they liked, I gave bigger parts to. It was like Hollywood. Set up an ad campaign and everything before I went in to make them realize, I want this to make money too. And I was always amazed when they didn't, and most didn't. Or Hairspray, and polyester had come out, and they knew about that. And I went in, but they were still too scared of my past. But then, when Hairspray became a hit, for Crybaby, they all wanted to do it. It's the only time that ever happened in my career. Every studio wanted to make a movie. They were sending me presents and everything. So, and it lost money in the long run. So, I talk a lot about. They're in it, it's called show business. It's not called show art. And the people that greenlight your movie, they get to do that 3 times a year. If they lose money, they're fired. So like now they believe that they can change every ending and every movie will be a hit from having test screenings. And I had test screenings a lot where the audience, Hairspray tested terribly. Learned to play that game, which was the worst. And the head of the testing company that does all the movies said to me, what is the norm we test you against? Because what they want to do is make everyone like it. And all my films, some people hate it and some people love it, but if you change it, take the extremes out, then no one likes it.
The Hollywood system, in the end, you got what you wanted, because, for instance, A Dirty Saying had an NC-17 rating, so
Yeah,
that supposes that you got your...
Yeah, I never put out a movie in the end that I didn't want to put out. Through the whole Hollywood years, everything, I argued, we went through lots, but I always, in the end, got to put out the movie. What makes a hit is plot. 3 acts. No comedy should be longer than 90 minutes. I hate long jokes. All movies are too long. If you ever think on your film, should I cut that? The answer is yes. Cut it. And it's hard to do that in the beginning. Every frame is so precious when you make your first movie. But I look at Mondo Trasho as 90 minutes. It should be 15 minutes. It's something that you learn. And they'd have to stop me. When you know it's done is when you cut something out finally and you put it back in. That's, you know that it's finally done, I think.
And I know that you have a very varied taste, because you said, you talk a bit about the things you liked back then. But nowadays, every year you publish your top 10 list and best films of the year. And these have some really pleasant and surprises in them.
I like feel-bad European films. I like hard movies. I hate when people say, I only like a movie that makes me feel good. Why? I feel good anyway. It's not movies' duty to make me feel good. I like to feel horrible when I come out of a movie. Then I'm horrified by something, or shocked by something, or amazed by something. So I like to be moved in a movie. And I do like weird art movies. You know, I like Gaspar Noé's movies. I like Lars von Trier. I like Bruno Dumont. I like them a lot. But that's maybe not what... I also like The Joker. So I'm saying I like Hollywood movies too. It's not, I thought Quentin Tarantino's movie, I loved it. I thought it was great. So I like all kinds of movies, and I don't care how you watch them, on your phone, in a movie theater, or however you want to see them. As long as my old movies, I hope you watch them on your phone. You won't notice all the mistakes. Now, it is illegal today in porn for sexual reasons. Although, once people have come up to it and said, hey, that ending really turned me on.